And South Yorkshire's top non-league side, Stocksbridge Park Steels. Today's mascots are the Greyland Cubs on 8, and at the back there, Harry Verity.
Referees indicates there'll be a minimum of 2 minutes added time. Score for Stocksbridge.
Hello and welcome to Eric Stan Park for this live commentary of the FA Trophy match between Wythenshawe Town and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft here on the Stocksbridge Park Steels YouTube channel, and we are here in Wythenshawe, one of the biggest sporting hotbeds of talent that is around. The likes of Marcus Rashford and Cole Palmer and even Tyson Fury, all raised or even born around this area. Even a great place of music, the likes of Johnny Marr was born in Wythenshawe too. Well, moved to live in Wythenshawe. Anyway, we're here now at Wythenshawe Town, who were promoted from the North West Counties, beating Bury here at Eric Stan Park, spoiling what was meant to be a Shakers party last year, and now are on a great FA Cup run live in front of the BBC Sport cameras next week as they host Farsley Celtic, who beat our neighbours Hallam earlier on in the tournament and who we faced in a friendly in pre-season, and are also done very well in the league so far. But maybe it's time for the Steels to come here and spoil the honeymoon period of Wythenshawe following their promotion. We'll list the teams out for you now as we prepare for this big match here in the FA Trophy today. And we'll start with Wythenshawe Town. It's Gregory Hall in goal, then Isaac Abanqua, Matthew Liptrot, Louis Gian, Aaron Morris, Luke Merrill, Luke Knock, Sam Sheridan, Nicholas Heppel, former Sheffield Wednesday and Burnley winger George Boyd, and former Tranmere forward Jean-Louis Akpro. The bench is Sakupa Sanogo, Kiers Metz, Daniel Thompson-Edwards, George Qatar and Jamie Rainford. For the Steels today, it's Ben Townsend in goal, Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Alex Phillipson, Danny Deakin, Alex Connor, Alex Hardwick, who returns from his breakaway. He replaces Dan Hernandez in the first team lineup, Jack Haslam and João Silva. The bench is Paul Eggleton, Ashley Butterworth, Oliver Grezlak, Dan Hernandez and Harry Garman. Just getting the final few handshakes in the middle between the captains, Luke Knock and Curtis Turner. Hello to everyone in the comments. Do feel free to get involved with all our listeners on in the comments as we look forward to this match. Plenty of you listening from across the country. Hello, Alan Clixby saying I can provide updates from Poulter United Park. St Austell versus Bridgewater United in the Western League. If anyone's interested, we're always interested. Come on, the mighty Steel, it says. So, and then also hello, Speedy Rosie, and come on, Stocksbridge. So, Luke Knock just standing over the ball now, as it will be Wythenshawe Town to get us underway. Just final few checks from our referee William Murray. So as both teams will be looking to get to the third qualifying round of the FA Trophy, and we are underway. So it's Wythenshawe Town in the all blue kit, kicking from left to right, while Stocksbridge Park Steels are in the claret and blue away kit, claret and blue shirt, claret shorts, claret socks, kicking from right to left. Turner just tried to win it in midfield, but didn't get a clean touch. It's knocked over the top for Heppel to chase, and Heppel then just holds it up, caught under his feet, but Tinker follows. He moves on to the right wing, trying to get down that right hand side with two Steels players around him. Cut it into the middle to Knock, forced backwards back to George Boyd, switches it into the middle, heavy touch, and O'Connor managed to knock it away down. Haslam will be the first onto it, chests it down, moves forward, tries to get it over to the right wing. Haslam goes down as he to get the pass off. Will be a throw in front of the Billy Moore stand across from us. As ball goes back to Hall quickly from that throw in. Out to Morris, takes a touch into the middle. Quick start from Wythenshawe. They looked like they had a set piece plan from the kickoff. That didn't quite work out for them as that long ball forward is headed out by Charlesworth, and it'll be a Town throw in. Ball in the middle is blocked again. It'll be another throw in, a bit deeper. O'Connor with the block. So throw into the middle now, and it's gone to Merrill. It fell into the middle. Knock has dropped deep to collect that pass, switching over, looking for Abanqua, and he just hits a poor touch from the wing back, and he goes out for a Stocksbridge throw. So Will Tinker will go. Wythenshawe starting off in a very positive far. 2 minutes gone, remains 0-0 here. As Tinker launched the ball into the middle, O'Connor flicks on, but read well by Morris, who clears away. Turner heads it into the air, head on by Deakin. Silver's looking to fight for it on the wing, but it is going to bounce out. Wythenshawe throwing. Already a goal in the Northern Premier League East. Cyril Gerrard has scored for Bishop Auckland. They're 1-0 away at Grimsby Borough. As that throw-in goes forward, and it's just going to bounce out to Townsend, who gets it quickly out to Charlesworth. Sent forward, looking for Haslam. Headed up, but Haslam gets onto it. It's going to be blocked off by Jian. Haslam was appealing for the foul. It wasn't given, and Wythenshawe will look to pass it out of defence, but Stocksbridge charge down well, and Deakin's got it in midfield. Back to Turner. Turner tries to take forward, nibble at the ball, but still keeps it out to O'Connor on that right wing at the moment. In the middle to Deakin. Then back to Turner, who looks to switch it into the space. Silver's having to come back to try and clip, but being well read by Abanqua, who moves in the middle, and Silver will trip him, as it will be a free kick. Quickly taken, out looking for Heppel on the right wing, who gets in. He's going to look to get past Tinker. Tinker misses his tackle. Heppel down the right wing. Heppel putting the low cross in the middle. Townsend gets a palm to it, and Charlesworth clears it. It's not fully away. Out to the right now to Knock. The attack on going for Town. Back to Abanqua. Into the middle now. Wythenshawe continue to build attack. Back to Knock on the right. Back into the middle. Wythenshawe looking to pass their way through the Steel's defence. Abanqua out to the right wing to Merrill. Then out to the right to Abanqua. Another good looking cross near post. Headed away by Owen. Goes to Tinker, who chests it, trying to hold it up, but he loses the ball. Abanqua has it back. Back now to Merrill. Into the middle to Knock and switch out. Look at that left hand side, and they do. They find Liptrot. Haslam's trying to be on the defence here. As he gets it through to Boyd, who'll touch it back to the left wing. John Louis Pro involved as well, but then a loose pass, and Turner sweeps up, clears away, but only back to Wythenshawe Town, who are piling quite a bit of pressure on in these early moments. Ball forward from Morris out to that left hand side. Might just fall perfectly for Pratt Pro, and Charlesworth gets a footing out for a throw in for the home side. In the trophy, Cleethorpes Town are 1-0 up on Walsall Wood. Will Anand the scorer. And in the Premier League, Fulham are leading 1-0 against Newcastle United. Raul Jimenez the scorer. And Bournemouth are leading against Liverpool. Antoine Semenyo the scorer. That's going to go down in this part of the world very well. As the ball looped in, Aguero gets the header, and it's going to go out and appeals for a corner, but will give it a goal kick. Townsend going for the punch with the former Tranmere forward, and it was his final touch from the former pro. So back to Townsend now. Another one in the Premier League, which had a good start. Tyler Dibbling has put Southampton ahead against Ipswich. And Sheffield FC are ahead against Garforth. Then new signing, or returning signing, Benny Nudlovu has put the oldest club ahead. Ball forward from Townsend. Goes to Haslam on the right, holds it up, sends a volley towards the left wing. It'll be a chase between Abanqua and Silver. Abanqua slices his volley towards us, which means I'm going on protect the laptop mode, but well plucked out the air by Knock. He's going to get robbed by Turner, goes to Silver, looking to beat Abanqua, forced backwards though. He's got Tinker's help to his left, but Silver's going to turn out, trying to get the pass on, blocked by Abanqua, throw into Stocksbridge. 6 minutes gone, 0-0 here. Sheffield FC are 2-0 up against Garforth. Former Steel Jack Dolman has scored. Throw to Deakin, but then pass around taking it is intercepted in his way, and Phillipson shanks his clearance out into the Tesco car park. So a throw in for it that Abanqua will go up to take. Belper Town are leading in the trophy. Paolo Aguas has scored for the Nailers. They're 1-0 up away at Kidsgrove. Thrown into the middle here with Boyd. Back into Merrill. Switched out to the left to Liptrot. Right-footed ball diagonal into the box, but Townsend will come out and claim that. So ball going forward here and headed away into middle. Wythenshawe seems to be winning most of the balls in the middle at the moment, and that's why their possession must be over 60% at this point. Ball forward, Akrak Pro heads it back down the middle, but Turner will win it, and then Turner volleys it away. Looking for Hardwick, good touchdown from him, but it takes him a bit too far out wide, and Liptrot will just allow that to go out for a throw-in. Back into the middle, and Morris will claim it. as they're just taking their time with Wythenshawe. This time it's in their defence, ball forward, looking for Heppel, but will go out for a throw. So I will tell you one thing about sitting in this stand we're in, because we've got the trees behind us, it is insect central. I think I plucked about 50 green flies off me at this point. Charles throws it down, but headed away by Merrill into the middle. Stocksbridge with a bit of possession. Charlesworth knocking it long, and it's just going to go out for a throw-in. Steele's just not holding onto the ball particularly well at the moment. This ball's thrown forward and head away by Phillipson, but head right back by Sheridan. Another header for Phillipson as it was the Davis Cup here last week, tennis-wise, but it was head tennis for a bit until the Steels earned a free kick. Ball switched out to Tinker, who just turns around and gets it far on this left wing. Forward to Deakin, touch back to Owen, who's going to be put under some pressure pretty quickly, but left-footed Owen can send it forward. Looking to get over the top for Silver. Keeper's going to have to be out quick, and he is. Gregory Hall claims it well. First time we've seen Steels short launch any sort of attack that had any sort of potency. It weren't even much of that. 8 minutes gone, 0-0 here. Back now with Hall. Send forward and headed back by O'Connor. Goes to Owen, who launch it forward. Haslam might have the beating of his man here if he can hold it down. He has to drop back to get it. Takes the volley. Thinking of glory in that occasion. Didn't get the cleanest connection. It was fairly simple for Hall. Saw the keeper off his line. Banquer is going to carry it forward now. Banquer with some pace going forward, moves slightly into the middle, puts the pass in the middle to Boyd. Boyd takes shots, trying to slip through. Well blocked by Phillipson. Tinker clears it out to Turner. Turner's going to carry it. Can the counter attack come? Ball launched over the top for Hardwick to chase. Morris will look to deal with it. Turns around. Hardwick well pushes him off really well as well, and gets it back to Hall after surviving that pressure from the big forward, who's been away for a couple of weeks. And we'll be looking to get back on the top of the Steel's scoring charts. Haslam overtook him on Saturday. Back to a Banker on the right now as Wythenshawe get back on the attack. They move so quickly into these forward positions. And back now to Merrill, gets it forward. Some quick pass in to Knock forward. And now to Boyd, who's on the right hand side of that box. A little turn and pass into that box to Heppel. He looks to try and get it on his left, moves into the middle, takes a shot, and it ends up being a bit of a cross. And Knock ends up heading it to try and keep it in, rather than go out for a goal kick, and Wythenshawe will retain possession. It was a clever header by Knock in the end. Merrill here. Pass it across to Morris. Goes right to a Banquer. Taking the touch and move into the middle to Morris. Back it goes, and say Wythenshawe patient, but seem to be able to move quickly when they want to. Now to Boyd, who has already shown some clever touches in this. He's tackled, but now still with Knock. Out to the right to a Banquer. Silver's off defending his, and a Banquer is going to get past Silver. A Banquer puts the ball in, blocked by Tinker. Corner kick to Wythenshawe, first of the game, 10 minutes in. And that seems to have sparked a few of the town fans over in the Billy Moore stand into some life. Doing the classic karaoke song Tequila. At least it is if you don't know how to sing. I know it. So here comes the corner. Low corner to the edge of the box, but Phillipson reads it well, clears it out, goes to Knock, who takes this touch. We'll switch it over to the left-hand side, and keeping it in well is Jan. Into the middle it goes, touchdown to the left-hand side, look for Boyd, puts the ball in, and claimed by Townsend at the near post. We're sure definitely the better side in the first 10 minutes of this game. Steele's having to hold on a bit. Ball goes forward, and Haslam's trying to get on the right side, but it's just going to end up going back to Gregory Hall, who takes a touch, right footer will send it back onto that left wing. Turner intercepts, heads it forward, and then cleared away. Brad Pro's looking to be a nuisance, and it means that Charles can have to just hit that one out of play for a Wythenshawe throw. In the middle now with Merrill. Switches it over to a Banquer. Back now with Merrill, looking to get it over to that left wing. Charles reads it well, heads it out, throwing. Sheridan trying to be the man to cause a problem on that left wing. In the Premier League, Everton are leading, and Dye has scored to put them 1 up on Leicester City, though if you've watched their games that doesn't mean a thing yet. As Heppel gets the ball on the left hand side and returns it, but then tackled by O'Connor. Stocksbridge look to get the counter. Turner finding Haslam on the right wing well. Haslam coming down the right. Continuing down, unchallenged at the moment, putting a cross in, but it's behind Hardwick. Takes a touch Hardwick, Banqua's going to come in and rob it and clear it out for a throw-in. Just a lack of quality on that ball from Haslam on that right wing. Tinker will come up to take this throw. Can the Steels make something of this attack? They've been particularly good at scoring early goals this season, the Steels. It's thrown now to Deakin, and it's going to be tackled and knocked out for another Stocksbridge. Well, I say another Stocksbridge throw. It's a change in decision in the end, and it will be a Wythenshawe throw. Rotherham United are losing 1-0 to Birmingham City. Iwata, the scorer for the Blues. And Carlton Town, one of our fellow Northern Premier League East teams in FA Trophy action today, they're losing 1-0 to Coleshill. Turner trying to go through, tackles goes in though, and then cleared away. Heppel's trying to cause a problem, but Phillipson first, back to Townsend, who will launch that upfield. Haslam's going to look to try and do what he can, but it's headed away. Try to send the ball forward, Phillipson heads out, Tinker gets it, right-footed, big booming ball into the air. Hardwick looks challenged, did get a head onto it, but Gian read it well and comes away with the ball. Back with Merrill now. Sends it out now to Abanqua. Forward to Knock, but well read by Tinker, but then tackled by Abanqua. All the way back it goes though to Owen now, who pulls onto this left-hand side. Forward to Silver, who turns, and he will look to run at his man now and move into the space, and he's got some options, but then gets a bit caught by having several options, and Wythenshawe win the ball back. Tinker trying to get a tackle, and Silver now trying to win it, gets out to Deakin. Still in the ball in the opposition half. Turner now will switch it, looking for Charlesworth, well read by Liptrot. Boyd looking to be onto it, but well done by O'Connor. O'Connor in the middle to Deakin. Then back to Turner and over to Tinker on this left. Now over to João Silva, who's got one-on-one with Abanqua here. Silva got options, he's going to chip a ball into the middle. Cleared away, goes to the edge of the box where Turner is. Back over to Silva. Into the middle to Deakin. Back to Turner. Now to Deakin, and he's trying to get it forward to Silva. Silva looking to turn. He's got past Abanqua. He puts the ball in the middle. It's not a great one, a bit of a deflection, and Wythenshawe able to clear that with some time. Owen challenges to the ball with that crack pro, and it bounces favourably to Phillipson. Sends it out to Deakin. Looking forward to Tinker. Wanted to pass it to Deakin and trying to find Tinker again, but that was intercepted by Knock, and back in defence it does. Wythenshawe doing well at the moment. On the left hand side now as it's Liptrop bursting forward with loads of pace, but then his pass was intercepted. Out to Charlesworth, ball forward, but intercepted by Merrill, and out to Sheridan, who's getting this ball on that left hand side. Back it goes to Morris. Wythenshawe happy to pass it round, and it's a chip ball over the top. Boyd chests it down, looking for Heppel, just missed his run there, and Stockbridge are able to nip in now. O'Connor on the ball for Stocksbridge, back to Deakin on the left, trying to find the space. Over to Silva now, who immediately met by Abanqua. Silva having to do a job to keep hold of it, managed to turn, but then the pass looking for Tinker. Cut is just a bit mistimed and will go out for a throw-in. Liversidge, who lost their manager Jonathan Remington in mysterious circumstances this morning and just suddenly departed. They're leading 1-0 against Brighouse, Jack de Gruchy the scorer, and Consett 1-0 upon Bridlington. Liam College the scorer. Ball in the middle now, it's currently with Merrill, then out to Sheridan in the centre. Thought about switching it, instead just gives it the shot to Merrill, and now Morris coming forward on this right hand side. Very high line from Wythenshawe, though they have kept one man back just to monitor Hardwick. And here it opens up a bit. Now Knock's going to take the shot and just fizzes over the bar. Comfortably over the bar Oh, nothing to concern Townsend. 17 minutes gone, remains 0-0. Wythenshawe in the ascendancy, though hasn't been a clear-cut chance for a while yet. And now it's back for Townsend for the goal kick. We are just covered in little green flies here. This is not something I'm used to. If you look at a microphone, it's just full of green flies and little spiders and all the other creepy crawlies. I'm getting tickled at every other second. As the ball goes forward here, but easy headway for Morris. Headed on, and Heppel will try and check it down, but Charles has won it well and will return it all the way back to Townsend. Takes his touch. And forward it goes, looking for Hardwick, but good header away by Morris. Turner headed back into the middle, and Wythenshawe win the ball back. Heppel trying to challenge for it, and O'Connor trying to get away with it, and he does just about, but then back to Wythenshawe it goes, and switched out to a Banquer. Silver got a touch, but it's going to fall favourably for a Banquer, who's got space open in front of him, but then Silver's back really well. And then Tinker finds it forward of Silver, and Silver will move into the trip of a Banquer and earn that free kick. It's clever play from the winger who saw what Banquer's movement was going to be. A quickly taken free kick as well, goes to Owen, and then back to Phillipson as Stocksbridge will look to build from the back. Out to right now to Turner now to Charles, who knocks it long over the top, has him chasing, but he is offside, and so it'll be all return to the home team. Sorry, you'll hear me rubbing the microphone, so it's just to get all these spiders off it that keep appearing. So back now with Hall for this free kick after the offside, and goes long here. Oh, a good header on by Pro, but Tinker's the next one's head on, and he just returns it to Townsend. Out to Charles, forward to O'Connor. Looks to find Charles again, and can't do so, and it's kind of a weak giving away of possession, as it will be a throw-in for Sheridan to take. Back to Liptrot. Brings the middle now to Merrill, and he's got a bit of time on the ball. Lays it off for Knock, and you can see Abankwa starting to make his run, but instead Wythenshawe will keep it in the middle. And it's switching over to that right hand side, looking for Pro. Even if Pro would hold that down, the linesman's flag is up. So 20 minutes gone, remains 0-0 here. Wythenshawe with more of the ball, but Stocksbridge on it now as Phillipson. Well, he sent the ball forward, being blocked, and it's been held up in that sort of left wing area for the home team, and then but a high foot has given the free kick to the Steels. So back with, well, we're just waiting, it's taking its time. Listen, there's nothing else to tell you about at the moment. Townsend has come quite far up to take this free kick. Stocksbridge seen this as an opportunity to try and get the ball in the opposition box. With all the way that this game has been, Steels have struggled to get out of their own half at times. As Townsend now will send it forward, switch looking for Hardwick, but it's going to be a bit far away from him. Cleared away, and easily cleared away. Not Owen will be the first onto it, sends it forward, look for Silver. Brings it down well, Abankwa holding him off, back to Tinker, then tries to find Silver, he's blocked and comes out into the stand. Tinker will have his throw in now. Stocksbridge look to sustain an attack. Thrown down the line, and Abankwa wins it, but it goes only to Silver, who stumbles a bit under a challenge, but does manage to get the pass off to Deakin. Lays it off for Charles, who has come forward. Charles trying to put the pass in the middle to Deakin, one touch passing, finds it in the middle, pulled into the middle, goes to Turner, and it almost kills in, took a deflection, and that was the thing that almost put it in. Curtis Turner had to reach back, he did really well to get any sort of purchase on it, takes a deflection, and that's probably the closest we've seen to a goal so far. Deakin heading over to take this corner, he's One of his specialties is the corner taking, and at the start of the season, Stocksbridge were particularly good at this. Hasn't been as good in recent times. Fulham are 2-0 upon Newcastle United. Emil Smith-Rowe scores for the Cottagers, and Birmingham City are 2-0 upon Rotherham. Jay Stansfield, that £15 million player in League One, has scored. Here comes Deakin, left footer ball, high lofted, look at that far post. Keeper's done really well in a crowded 6-yard area to catch that. Thrown out, and actually this could be dangerous because Stockbridge are not back yet, and Sheridan is coming down that left hand side with plenty of options. It's Knocky's taken on the left hand side, right foot into the middle. Phillipson slices the ball into the air and clearing it. Chester down back into the box, but Phillipson clears again, and then Haslam's getting ragged a bit of it. He's looking for a free kick, not given, and this attack will continue. Ball goes in, Phillipson heads away, Deakin gets it, and then back to Charlesworth, and Stocksbridge survive that counter. Something that they'll have to be wary of in future set pieces is that counter attack, because that looked deadly. Back with Merrill now, and he will carry this over the halfway line. Now to Knock, who continues forward, and over now to a Banquer, and in the middle to Merrill, and they're happy to pass it around in that middle, and then back it goes to Morris. Sheridan, who's coming to the centre to get that ball, and he's quickly got it to, well, looking to get it to a Banquer, just a bit too overhit for him. It will go out for a throw-in. 24 minutes gone in this game, remains 0-0. Seals had a good opportunity. Turner's shot being deflected past the post. But for a while, he might have just curled in. Back now with Tinker. Thrown to Hardwick, tried to touch it in the middle, but it's been won by the home team now, and with Sheridan, who comes forward and tries to find out Crack Pro, but well read by Tinker, who will now carry it away, and he's going to switch it over to Charlesworth. Charlesworth will now take it forward. The right back, who's been very good in attacking situations as well as defensive. Now with O'Connor, who gives it back to Turner, through to O'Connor again, and his touch takes him back, and Akrakpo got a foot in because of that, loops away after that tackle goes out for a Stocksbridge throw-in though. So possession stays with the Steels. Taking his time, Charles was looking for an option. Might just end up getting it back to Phillips, but then actually I've just noted that Akrakpo's there to stop that. Back to Charlesworth after the 1-2, but looping balls headed away. And it'll be another throw-in close to the halfway line. Charlesworth throws it over to Owen. Switched over to Tinker. Looking for Silver, but then well read by a Banker, who then goes down and will be a free kick. So 26 minutes and it's gonna still 0-0. Jack Haslam's having a few words with the referee. He's not particularly happy about some of the decision making of this ref. That Bournemouth goal, by the way, against Liverpool was chalked off over VAR, and now Liverpool are ahead. Luis Diaz, the scorer. And Wolves are ahead against Aston Villa. Matthias Cunha, the goal scorer. Back with Hall now. Sending it long. Headed back by Heck, but Charles able to then clear. And it bounces favourably, goes all the way to Hardwick now, who looks to hold the ball up, forced backwards back to Turner, then looking for O'Connor, back to Charlesworth, who slides to keep it in, and he does not do so. It's going to be a throw-in. So it's not been a thriller here just yet, but still plenty of time for this game to heat up. It's warm enough anyway for that. So we're getting some of the last of the nice weather. Might be the first time I've been to Manchester and it's not drizzled. As a Banker has it. Puts it through the legs of Tinker, but Silver reads it and it goes back to Owen. Got an ooh from the crowd, but it didn't lead to well, thankfully. As Silver just left a foot in on Knock, and it will be a free kick just inside the Wythenshawe half, and they've taken it quickly, but Tinker's read that, and then he gets shoved over, and it will be a free kick. Frustration from Nicholas Heppel after that didn't work out. And understandably so. Tottenham are 2-1 up on Brentford. Brennan Johnson the scorer. Tinker lay off for Silva, put in the middle to Deakin, tried to get past Merrill, but he's read it well and tackled in. And now Wythenshawe will look to get the attack going. Heppel on the right wing. Heppel chips it into the middle, look for Pro. Chests it, looks to get the next touch, does get the next touch, out he goes, and he just misses the far post. It's the closest we've seen to a goal. It's still in play actually, this. This is out to Liptrot, it's curled away at the line, ball goes in the middle and headed away by Charlesworth. And then it's Owen who, for some reason's out on that right hand side. He's forward to Hardwick, and he's looking back for Owen, who's trying to help in this counter attack. Gets it forward again to Hardwick on this right wing. He needs some help, and he ends up winning a throw. It's a good counter attack, but that is the close for you. Pro got his chest touches absolutely right, and then just that finish just peeled right far of that far post. A bit of the class he showed for teams like Shrewsbury Town in the FL a few years ago. So yeah, it's Charles with this throw-in. Good now to Haslam, who turns his man really well. Left-footed, tries to get the pass to Deakin, but just not enough pace on it. Was intercepted, and Pro will clear. But it's Phillipson who returns it. Hardwick's going to look to win this, but it's headed away from him, and then sliced up in the air. Pro does well, right side, heads it on, and headed on again, but only back to Owen. Back to Townsend. And then to Owen as Stocksbridge will look to get something going. Fall forward, and then Liptrop just heads it out. Will be a Stocksbridge throw. Liverpool are now 2-0 up on Bournemouth. Luis Diaz the scorer. So that's twice today for him. Charlesworth thrown in, goes to Turner, back to Charlesworth, left-footed, send the ball forward, but headed away, and in caught in the middle, George Boyd helped bring it down well. Charles was trying to get it through the back of him, can't do that, and in the end it's cleared away. Look out, Pro heads it on well. Heppel's looking to get that next touch, but Owens onto it and will send that back downfield. Merrill wins possession, but then he only returns it to Turner. He sends it downfield, and Silver's trying to make a nuisance of himself, but it's headed back to Hall, and Silver definitely making a nuisance of himself. He had a little bit of a afters with the goalkeeper there. 30 minutes gone, it's 0-0 here. Sherwood collaring the trophy today. They're losing 1-0 away at Hanley. Joel Stair, the scorer. As Haslam holds it back, trying to get it back to O'Connor. It went out for a throw-in. It's with Liptrot now. Over to Sheridan, and then out now into the middle to Merrill. Looking to get it over to right side to a Banqua. Takes his touch, then back he goes into the middle to Merrill, who's seen a lot of the ball in this game. So trapped to Liptrot, chests it down well. Being forced backwards at the moment, back to Merrill goes, and back to Liptrot. They're going to end up in their own half at the moment, but they do get it back to Sheridan in the middle. Out to a Banqua now, as he takes a touch and gets the pass beyond Silver to Heppel, who turning Tinkerwell, moving into the middle, then gets the bounce right after the tackle, then Silver gets the tackle in, back to Sheridan, but Silver knocks it on to Hardwick. Hardwick now has got two men in front of him. He's not got the pace really, but he said he's going to hold it up, and then he gets fouled. It's a bit of a weaker foul from Merrill, and the Wythenshawe team are not happy about that. I think that was a bit of a let off for Hardwick. It's now fall from Deakin. Out to Silver on the wing, and back to Tinker. Tried by Deakin. I'm not sure. I think Deakin must be in an offside position because he just left that one, and it goes out for a goal kick, and that attack ends rather harmlessly. So about to be a goal kick now. Okay, not been a really thrilling game just yet. Sheffield FC having a great day though. They're 3-0 up on Garforth now. Bradley Beatson, the scorer, and Grimsby Borough have equalised against Bishop Auckland. Bradley Wood, the scorer. Ball going forward, head on, but then comfortably back for Phillipson. looking for Hardwick, who heads it on well, but no one is there for that. I don't think no one's gambled on it, and we'll be back with the goalkeeper. And his volley forward is intercepted by O'Connor, and he just heads it out. We are throwing deep in Wythenshawe territory. Launch ball up, headed on, but then only back to Deacon, who knocks it forward, and that will be covered as it goes out for a goal kick. Just like we are talking to between the goalkeeper and the referee at the moment. Not. So, goalkeeper's just heading. Just trying to see what's happening here. If there's going to be physio treatment for the goalkeeper. Not sure what's happened. Whether it's bleeding is my first thought. If the keeper, obviously, typically, if it was bleeding, they'd have to go off the pitch for a while, but. The goalkeeper would be a bit unfair if you made them do that. So it's just taking some time. This as we see Gregory Holder, so we'll try and just go around, see what else is going off in. Off as Doncaster Rovers have just gone 1-0 behind to MK Dons. Harrison is the goal scorer for them. So let's try and have a look, see if there's anything interesting going off in the trophy, but no spectacular score lines just yet. I think today's the first round where we see some of the dafter, like 6-0, 7-0s. Obviously, we've been quite warm weather here, surprisingly warm for the end of September in Manchester, which is not a place famed for sunny weather. Belper have gone 2-0 up just now against Kidsgrove. Curtis Burrows has scored from the spot. But just the team's going through their drinks break. Obviously, Wythenshawe, we're coming away to Wythenshawe here. There are quite a few familiar names in that lineup. Obviously, George Boy will be familiar to quite a few of our fans who also make the trip down to Hillsborough. He used to play for the House for several years. It was a bit of a disappointing spell for him. Didn't replicate some of the form he did while he was at Peterborough United and Burnley, where he was capable of some absolute stunning efforts. Haven't seen too much of Boyd in this game yet so far, though he has had some nice touches and passes when he has been able to see the ball. We've seen a lot more of the other guy who you may be more familiar with, Jean-Louis Akprak, Oldham Athletic, Tranmere Rovers, Shrewsbury Town, you'll know him from. He had that finish there that was just wide of the far post. It's the closest we've seen to a goal today. And his physicality and able to just win the ball in the air is helping out with Wythenshawe a lot, because it's giving him a good outlet ball when they can't pass their way through the Steel's defence. It looks like Gregory Hall is going to be okay. Whatever it was, it must have just been a bit of bleeding or something that's just happened. Not sure if there's any particular cause, but we are looking like the game will be underway again shortly. 36 minutes gone, 0-0 here. In a game that hasn't really raised the pulse just yet, as Barnsley has just gone ahead against Burton Albion. Luca Connell has scored against the Brewers. And Hall is just about to get the okay as Wythenshawe return from their drinks break. Right footed, the ball goes forward. And it's headed on by Akprak Pro. And Heppel gets out to left. Sheridan's kept it in. Knocked it forward, but and it is kept in actually. Owen's got it to it first, and he clears out. This time it has actually finally gone out. Will be a throw-in in front of the unseated stand next to Ian Richards' bench. Liverpool 3-0 up on Bournemouth. Darwin Núñez is the latest man on the score sheet. As Liptrop throws it in, headed on back by Pro, and Owen clears out for another throw-in. Going into the middle now, and it's Merrill who gives it back to Morris. Tries to get forward and gets it to Knock into the middle, and almost falls right for Heppel. Ends up just bundling through to Townsend in the end. Back Townsend, who looks at what his options are. He's going to send one to Tinker on the left-hand side, who takes it well, and he's got some space to move into the left back. Tinker continues, gets passed through to Silver, who turns looking into middle, but it's a congested area, and he's tackled. Now Heppel will look to get this going on this right wing. Lays it off a Knock. And Knock is going to look to keep it in on that right-hand side, and Owens looking to challenge him, and it ends up going out for a Stocksbridge throw. Brendan Holdsworth has doubled Conceit's lead away at Bridlington Town. They're 2-0 up now. And Jack Dorman, who had scored earlier in that 3-0 game at Sheffield FC, he's now been sent off. So 10-man Sheffield, 3-0 up on Garforth. They'll hope to have done enough. They have Jamie Yates in his first league match in charge after Ryan Creswell went to Matlock Town this week. We'll have a throwing going in a minute. In the middle, back to Tinker, who sends it forward, but intercepted by Banquer, and Heppel will look to get beyond Tinker with him a bit out of position, but Tinker's done well to get back. Cleared away, but Merrill heads it back into the middle. O'Connor wins that one. Hardwick gets a bit of a shove in the back as he would in, but nothing given as Stockbridge looked to get on the counter. O'Connor on the ball, and he was knocked it forward, looking for the run of Charlesworth. Charlesworth throws about 10 yards behind it, throwing to the home team. 39 minutes gone. Wythenshawe on the ball. It's Merrill. Puts it back into defence for Gian, and then all the way back now to Hall, who will return it into the defence. Wythenshawe looking for their option, and back it goes to Hall. And laid over out to Morris. Taking his touch, carrying it on with it. And then he's going to end up going all the way back to Hall. And then to Gian, who takes the touch. Carries on forward and then into the middle to Sheridan, and then all the way over to Morris, and now forward to a Banquer. A bit of space for him on the right, and he's going to put the ball in the middle, but Owen heads it away, and it just goes to the lip trot on the left, takes the touch, will loft a right footed ball into the middle, and Owen with a crucial header away, goes to Tinker on this left hand side, and he clears it away, and forward to Hardwick, who tried to get onto it, but well read by Morris, who used his body well and got it out now to Gian. 40 minutes gone, 0-0 here with Morris. Now Sheridan, who's deep in his own, and will knock it forward, looking for a Banquer. It's a really good ball to a Banquer. Takes the first touch, high left one, but it's a poor cross in the end that goes behind the goal. There'll be a goal kick. So we're back with Townsend now, as Stocksbridge have not really shown too much in this first half. But could they nick something right at the end? It's what happened in the last FA Trophy match. Stocksbridge got one right towards the end of the first half after being the second best team against Widnes. A team that came into that match with the same record that Wythenshawe have coming into this one. 7 points out of 4 games. Back in, and Wythenshawe have the ball now. Back to Hall. We will switch it over to looking for a Banquer. High lofted a Banquer, will head it back to Morris, who sends the ball forward. Look for that runner, Heppel. And Owens going to challenge for it. Owens there first, takes the touch, and Williams just going to volley that one out. Will be a throw in on this right wing. Banquer puts the ball in, and it's headed on. It's going to bounce in that penalty box area. Volleyed and blocked, and then Charlesworth gets to it first. I think there was an appeal for a handball there, but that's not being given. Ball forward, and Hardwick is going to get onto that. Takes it beyond Morris, but then it's too heavy a touch, and Hall will get to it. Stocksbridge, best chance seems to be coming from those counters. Ellis Walker going, come on, Steels. Ball in the midfield now as Sheridan sends the ball on that left-hand side and goes to Akpro, who will look to get beyond Phillipson, and then the sliding challenge from Phillipson stops him going any further, but it is out for a corner kick. I'm sure having some good attacks as we get towards the end of this first half. as Ben Townsend is shouting instructions. He wants someone to get Ackbrack Pro. It's Phillipson who's got him over at that far post. Will be one of the dangerous targets from this. Ball going in, header goes on, and it's cleared off the line. And it's scared away now, but you're going to try and keep this attack going. Liptrop tries to switch it over to Sheridan. Not sure, I think it was Deakin who blocked it on the line. As Turner knocks one forward, and Silva will get it on the right wing and falls down, but goes backwards for a second. Back it goes, and Haslam gets taken out on that right hand side, and back to Charlesworth. Goes to Phillips, who knocks it forward. Haslam looks to chest it down, heads it into the middle to Deakin. Touches it into the middle to Turner, who finds Tinker. Turner's taken out during that. Advantage given into the middle to Silva, who looks to get beyond his man. Can't do so, but he's keeping hold of the ball well. He's going to take the long range shot. Well saved by Hall. Hall Haslam's looking to be first onto it, but quickly is Gian out. Well palmed away by the keeper. Wondered if there would be a booking for that foul on Turner, but it looks like there isn't going to be. Dunstan 1-0 up on North Ferriby. David Robinson the scorer. To Haslam now, takes the touch from the throw. Back it goes to right. Charles have tried to put the cross in, blocked. Another throw in. So Charles does get the ball now back from the fans over there. Looking for his options, throw it into the box. Hardwick Chesapeake takes it out of the box. He's trying to just keep hold of possession. Does do so. Back with Charlesworth. Not really got any options in that box now. Back now with Hardwick. Gives for offside, not given in, but then that pass is not great, and Stocksbridge lose it to get block on a clearance, and it's out for a Wythenshawe throw. 44 minutes gone, 0-0 here. Back with Liptrop for this throw. Launching it downfield. Haslam heads away, goes to Hardwick, who controls it well. Send it back to Silva, who is looking to move on the left wing, but then cuts back into the middle, then back to Turner, then over to Deakin. He wants an overlap option, but he's going to have to give it back to Turner. Turner continuing down this left hand side, then back to Deakin. Back to Turner, lofted over the top, but Abanka will head away, and then goes to Knock, who puts it in the middle for Merrill. Silva tried to get a foul, but it didn't really work, and in the end it's a good pass actually to Heppel, who was about to write it off. At Heppel now moving onto the edge of the box, looking for the shot, moves in onto his left, puts the player on his foot, looks to the far post, Ackbrack heads in, 1-0 Wythenshawe. It's a clever ball to Ackbrack on the far post. He's completely unmarked. It's one of the easiest headers he will get, and Wythenshawe leading at the end of this first half. It's 1-0 to the home side. Stocksbridge will be very disappointed in their defending there, and Ben Townsend's making sure his defence he's disappointed in it. And now the Steels will have to fire back if they want their FA Trophy journey to continue. A very, very disappointing one to concede. Newton Aycliffe are leading 1-0 against Emily. Dean Fexton the scorer. That is in the trophy. Probably too late in this first half for Stocksbridge to get one back now, but there'll be 45 minutes for the Steels to try and do it, as a banquet's shot pass is blocked and out for a throw. In the middle of Hardwick trying to fight free, he keeps all of it. Back in the middle to Turner. Over now to Charlesworth, taking the touch, and then left too long, and Heppel's able to nip in and get it back. Stocksbridge just been too slow in possession. Yes, they've not had enough space. Wythenshawe have done really well to restrict space, but it's just, and now Boyd will try and get Ackbrack on the left, looks to get beyond his man, and it's Phillipson who's trying to hold him up at the moment. The ball goes in the middle, and Owen will clear that away, and it's that Liptrop fighting with Haslam. Haslam wins that fight, but he's still deep. Back it goes into the middle, and it's a poor pass that just gives it to Heppel, and ball goes through, looking for Boyd, but just a bit away from him, and knowing he's able to clear. And Stocksbridge are not ending this half particularly well. Wythenshawe are going to look, thinking, can we double it before the break? Over to the right to Abanka, moving into the middle. Now to Merrill and over to Sheridan. Looking to fire the Banquet. It's a really good ball. Cross going in towards that far post. It's overhit. Chased down by Knock, who will keep it in. He's looking to redistribute it over to Sheridan into the middle. Back to Knock. Looking for a lip chop. It's a good pass to lip chop, but he has to give it back now to Knock. And now to Sheridan, and ball goes into the middle, and boy, he was trying to get onto it, but I think Charles has got enough on it, and that will be half time. So not been the most thrilling of starts, but Wythenshawe being the better side, had one cleared off the line. Allcroft Pro had been close, but then towards the end of the first half, Allcroft Pro headed in at that far post to give the home side the lead. The Steels will have to do a lot if they want to stay in the FA Trophy to the third qualifying line and match what they did last year. We will see you in 15 minutes.
think the officials were that brilliant yesterday.
Hello and welcome back. Hello and welcome back to Eric Stand Park for this FA Trophy match between Wythenshawe Town and Stocksbridge Park Steels. Your commentator Adam Allcroft here on the Stocksbridge Park Steels YouTube channel. The game has just got back underway. Stocksbridge Park Steels getting us underway in the claret and blue shirt, claret shorts, claret socks, kicking from left to right, while Wythenshawe Town are in the all blue kit, kicking from right to left. It is 1-0 here. The goal right at the end of the first half. Wythenshawe from Jean-Louis Akpro got Wythenshawe ahead. A deserved one. They were much the better team in the first half. Steels really struggling to create anything of note. But we are now back underway. We'll go through the teams for you shortly, but Heppel is just down on this right wing, trying to get beyond man, but well run by Phillipson, who just back heels it over to Deakin and will now launch into the middle. Haslam trying to win it, but Liptrop gets it. Haslam knocks on. So we'll go through the teams now, as it seems to be under control. So teams for you are now. So for Wythenshawe Town, it's Gregory Hall in goal, then Isaac Abankwah, Matthew Liptrop, Louis Gian, Aaron Morris, Luke Merrill, Luke Knox, Sam Sheridan, Nicholas Heppel, George Boyd and Jean-Louis Akpro. The benches are Sakuba Sonogo, Kios Metz, Daniel Thompson-Edwards, George Qatar and Jamie Rainford. As there's an attack here for Wythenshawe. Ball put into the middle, goes to Boyd, beyond him. Don't know how he didn't get anything onto that. He just seemed to go through his legs. And Stocksbridge get a let-off early in this second half. Goes to Sheridan. Ball forward, looking for Boyd, but it is going to go out for a goal kick. Appeals for a corner, and it's been given as one. So before this corner takes place, we'll go through the Stocksbridge team for you. No changes for them either. Ben Townsend in goal, Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Alex Phillipson, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, Alex Hardwick, Jack Haslam and Zhao Silver. The benches Paul Iggulden, Ashley Butterworth, Oliver Rejlak, Daniel Hernandez and Harry Garman. So we have this corner kick now, which is take place on the left-hand side, and Sheridan will send it in right-footed, but it goes in, and then Akpro has his second. He's headed in the far post, and it's a nightmare start for the Steels, who are looking like they're on their way out of the FA Trophy unless they can get something really special happening in the rest of this game. Great delivery to that far post. Akpro manages to get free of a marker and just with the back of his head gets his second of the day. And I don't know what Ian Richards said at half time, but it's immediately been forgotten. Stocksbridge really now need to come up with something. Deakin gets us back underway, and it's over with Charlesworth now. Right footed ball forward, looking for Haslam. Haslam trying to get through, but Liptrop gets it away, and it's a free kick to Wythenshawe. Not sure entirely what for, but it's been given. Newcastle, Tom Charles is expressing his dissatisfaction with that decision. Ball cleared away, and Turner will head it out, but only back now to the number 4, Gian, who knocked it forward. It bounces favourably for Heppel, chests it down. Charlesworth got enough of a touch on it to force him wide, but here comes Boyd on the left-hand side, cleared off the line by Charlesworth. Steels are at 6s and 7s at the moment in the back, and eventually cleared away by Phillipson. Going to Hardwick, who is looking to turn. He gets ragged a bit. It will be a free kick to Stocksbridge. And it's just the worst possible thought for the Steels, who will need to score 2 in the second half. They did score 2 in the second half against Heaton Starrington, so maybe it is still possible. Turner, good pass there, looking for O'Connor. O'Connor putting the ball into the middle. Zhao Silver gets his head underneath it, and it's well wide. His time to run, he's done everything right, but his header, which ended up going further wide than I think the cross might have done. Better though from the Steels. Ossett United ahead against Bradford Park Avenue in the trophy. Harvey Wigglesworth, the scorer. And Garforth, just before the end of the first half, did get one back against 10-man Sheffield. They're now 3-1 down with Rainer Ajupi putting them back into the game. Wythenshawe head the ball on, headed on by Akrat Pro, and Phillipson heads away. Owen heads away to Tinker, volley out to Hardwick, who controls it well out to Haslam. Foot goes in, and Haslam will now send it out to O'Connor on the right. A bit slow though, and it goes. He has to return it to Charlesworth. Charlesworth out to the right to O'Connor, into the middle to Haslam. Look at turn having his shirt pulled as we go, and the referee's not given anything for that as he gives it out to Tinker on the left, who moves it onto his right and back to Owen, who sends it over the top, and Deakin trying to chase that down to keep it in. He doesn't do so according to the linesman, and it will be a throw-in. A promising looking move ends disappointingly. The Sheffield teams, though, the professional teams, have just had some good moments. Sheffield Wednesday are now 1-0 up on Luton Town. Barry Bannon has scored for the Owls, and the Blades are also ahead. Gustavo Harmer has put them ahead against Derby County. So it's good going well for some of the Sheffield teams, at least. As ball launched for via Banquer, headed back by Akrat Pro, who been nothing short of brilliant in this game. 2 goals and brilliant hold-up play. Had been coming off the bench typically for Wythenshawe in the last few weeks, but has made his claim for a starting place today on a more regular basis as Phillipson clears it away and headed out of play by Morris. Stocksbridge have the throw. Weirdly, ever since we've gone 2-0 down, Stocksbridge have actually played some of the better football, the best football of the game. Shame it's just taken until there's been 2-0 down for it to happen. Tinker throws it down for Silver, puts it into the middle, but Sheridan reads it and gets it away. Turner onto it first, out to Tinker, then back to Turner. Clips the ball over the top for Hardwick, chests it down, trying to control, then goes down under pressure. Nothing given, he's trying to force back, and he's going to get it back to Turner, then back to Hardwick, who's in the left wing, and ball knocked over the top. Look, Silver doesn't know what's happening with it, and it just goes out for a throw-in. He just looks like this team doesn't know each other at the moment. Heaton Stannington are 2-0 down as well. They're losing 2-0 to Clitheroe. And Silver charges down a clearance, and he just about keeps it in, but nope, he doesn't. Linesman says otherwise. Throw in on that right-hand side. Launch throw in down that right and head into middle, but Deakin trying to get the ball, and then Tinker gets it but knocked off a Wythenshawe man, and another throw for Stocksbridge. It's just stuck over on that left wing at the moment. Tinker wants an option from this throw, he hasn't really got any. Thrown down here, but then cleared away easily by Morris. Goes out to Phillipson in the middle and intercepts in the middle, and then Stocksbridge get it back. Goes to Charlesworth. Charlesworth down the line, but it's just not going nowhere near Haslam, and we'll just be allowed to go back to Hall. 53 minutes gone, it's 2-0 to Wythenshawe Town. Ball going long. And Crackcrow knocks it down, but only Deakin gets to it. Deakin lays it off for Tinker. Tinker down, looking for Silver. He's going to go down under pressure, and down under pressure again the second time, and then eventually the free kick is given. Stocksbridge have gone from being 2-0 behind this season. Back in the opening league day of the year against Bishop Auckland, it looked like Stocksbridge were heading for defeat after an early goal in the second half. Had put the Steels 2-0 down, but a fight back then commenced, and in the last minute Alex Phillipson turned it in from close range, and Stocksbridge won that game 3-2. Could the same happen today? We're hoping so. Turner lofted the ball in, and then well claimed by Hall, who did stumble and down, and I wonder if he kept hold of the ball, but he had done, and he's quickly got it out to Sheridan. Rifled the ball forward and looking for Heppel. It's a good ball to him, and he's got it on that left wing, facing up with Phillipson. Looking to move on the outside, and then he's looking to get on the inside. He's already put Phillipson on his bottom already once today, so he gives it back to Sheridan. Right-footed ball into the middle, good-looking ball, but headed away by Charles of Haslam. Will then head it beyond Liptrot, and he gets clattered, and nothing given. And back it goes to Hall. Over to Gian. Carry it forward, finds Sheridan, and Haslam gets the tackle, but then it just bounced off Sheridan and it gave Sheridan the ball back in the end. And Sheridan with a pass in the middle, finds Akpro, ball into the middle. Heppel almost puts it under Townsend's feet, and then game's still going. Don't know what Townsend was thinking then. He must have thought some free kick had been given, but somehow Stockbridge did get it away despite that. Ball switched over to Deakin. Went under his legs and then he managed to get it with his back in. It was a weird save. Over now for Tinker. Ball over the top. Look for that run of O'Connor. Headed away to Turner. Heads it, tried to get it fine Silver, but it's back with Turner. Switches it out really well to Haslam. Haslam moving in. To middle to Turner. Over to Charlesworth. Ball looking for that far post. It's a bit too far, but it's been kept in by O'Connor. Gets it back to Silver. It's a heavy touch from him, and that's going to allow Wythenshawe to get back onto it. Ball switched out. Look for Akpro. It's a great looking ball for Akpro. He's looking for his hat trick. Akpro moving in, looking to cut in, looking to get on his right foot. Takes it to the right foot. Headed away by Owen. As it was looking like it was going for the far post. Corner kick. We're sure. Aren't really sure how many people they're sending forward at the moment. We're a bit of a late one. So Sheridan going over to take this corner kick. Here comes the corner, right for corner, right into the middle, and it's another free header, but this one go wide, it's still in play. Townsend's trying to punch for it, but it goes back to a Wythenshawe man before eventually Haslam clears it away. Now to Knott, back in the middle to Liptrot, the furthest man back, forward to Sheridan in the middle. Lofts the ball into the box, looking for Akpro, chests it, takes it further wide, Akpro keeps it in, Abankwis drills it into the side net, and the offside flag was up anyway. I'll be back now with Owen, who's taking the touch after a quick goal kick, and now he's going to have to go all the way back to Townsend. He's going to have to send this out to right to Haslam, but it falls short. Sheridan heads it away. Phillipson will knock it away to Turner. Lovely little touch from him, turn and spin, but then eventually gets tackled and into the middle to Heppel. Holds it up really well. Finds Knott. Good shot, good save. Akpro collects it on the left. Back now for Sheridan into the middle to Boyd. Out to left to Akpro. Lofted into that far post. It's over the top of everyone. Followed now by Knock, who will look to recycle it on the right wing. Ball into the middle. Deakin heads it away and it's going to be out of the box, but back to Merrill. Merrill takes the shot. Not far off, just over the bar. And Wythenshawe are amassing on that goal and they're looking to make it 3-0. Well, I don't know if any of the players can either, but Allcroft said, "Come on, shake yourselves, Steels. I'll buy you all a drink if you pull it back." It has cost her before. I can see Ian Richards making some changes soon. We are nearly 60 minutes gone and 2-0 down with Stockbridge not really showing too much yet that they are capable of a comeback. A long time since the Seals lost by 3. Ball goes forward. Phillips sends it forward and Turner knocks it on. Only back for Abankwis, who sends that away. Going to go out for a goal kick. Just getting some irritation from the soccer league at the referee, whether that's just irritation boiling from the position they find themselves in or genuine. It does feel like some of the more physical chances have gone a bit unchecked at times, but nothing major wrong from the referee today. And Abankwis heads it back, but only for Morris to clear it out. He got caught up a bit after a few blocks. Hardwick's trying to come away with the ball. Back to Turner, but then he loses it with a poor pass. And then the ball going forward, looking for Akpro. Charlesworth gets the first touch. It's taken out to the left-hand side. Charlesworth then goes down under the foul from Heppel. It's a free kick to the Steels. Liversedge are 2-0 up on Brighouse. Omar Sanyang, the scorer. They seem to be doing all right without Jonathan Rimington. Not sure who's taking charge of them today. They announced out of that nature, is it? Switch out to O'Connor. Takes a touch, trying to go back, but Sheridan's read it well. O'Connor then looking to turn, but he can't do so. Does eventually turn. He wants an option, he's appealing for it. Has to just give it back to Phillipson in the end. Phillipson takes the touch and he's going to send it forward. Silver's looking to run. Hall's come way out and actually it's on the edge of his box. I didn't see where the line was there. Well, and it will be caught by him. It's quite, just thinking this feels like quite a short pitch. Not sure they made exact measurements. You can get fooled by these sort of things. The ball's headed over top and not over the top, tipped by Wythenshawe, and it goes to Allcroft on the left wing, but the offside flag is up. And Stocksbridge are going to make their first substitution. Alex O'Connor is going to be heading off, who's not still so particularly happy about it. He's heading off, and Dan Hernandez will be coming on. So Hernandez, who's still looking for his first goal in Steel's colours. Well, competitive. He scored within 2 minutes of putting on a Steel shirt, having scored very early in an open free line. Yeah. Dan Hernandez has come on. Alex O'Connor. As the long ball from Shaw just goes back to Townsend. Yeah, Dan Hernandez. Goes to Charles, who takes the touch. In the middle to Turner, who is then get tackled by Merrill, but goes out for a throw-in. Has the ball gone? What the ball's gone underneath the seating next to me here. Has it gone out of the ground? Oh no! One of our fans here is looking to see if he has it gone through the and out of the ground. It's gone through the stadium and out of the ground below our seats. Well, that's the first one on me. As it now goes back to Townsend. Oh, his clearance is being blocked and Boyd's onto it. Boyd is moving into the box. Boyd puts it into the middle. Over by Knock. It's a big miss. That would have truly killed the game off. It's a mistake from Townsend. Charge down, clearance blocked. Goes to George Boyd, who didn't take the shot first time, very surprisingly. Has a venomous shot it once if he hits it. He lays it off for Luke Nogg instead after taking too many touches, and Nogg sends it over. It should be 3-0. It's 3-0 at Clitheroe. They're 3-0 upon Heaton Stanton. Louis Potts the scorer. And Newton Aycliffe are 2-0 upon Emily. Dean Thexton. That was a great result for Newton Aycliffe. Emily being one of the pace setters in the MPL East. Ball over the top, headed away by Stocksbridge. Goes to Tinker. Ball blocked by Knock, and it will go out for a throw-in. It's up for Stocksbridge now to try and punish the home side for not taking some of the chances to extend this lead to 3, which would truly finish it off. Ball goes over the top. Owen's going to have to be the first one onto it, and he just has to clear it out. Will go out for a throw-in on that right side. Stocksbridge really struggling at the moment. Coleshill free up on Carlton. Alex McSkeen scorer. Ball goes in the middle and then should have gone for the shot, I thought, by Sheridan, but he has just got the ball back, but then giving it back to Owen. Chipped out to Charles, who turns out of trouble from Crack Pro. Turns well and then sends the ball forward, looking for the runner Haslam. Just maybe a bit. Haslam's done really well, keeping it in as well. Haslam faced up where Banqua. Switched onto that left wing at the moment, Haslam, as he returns it to Deakin. Into the middle to Turner. Forward to Silver, who's in the middle, but he's going to lose out on that. It looks like Silver's been pushed forward, and Sheridan sends it out to that right-hand side. And then it continues in the middle at Crack Pro. Looks fine on the right, and then Knock just got the first touch on, but he's going to get the second cross in. Hempel gets the header, it's over the bar, and Wythenshawe are all over the Steels at the moment. And Wythenshawe's going to make a substitution. It's George Boyd heading off. He will be replaced by what looks like it's going to be Daniel Thompson-Edwards. So that's Boyd, the former Wednesday and Burnley forward. He's going off. Thompson-Edwards replacing him. So another substitute. Akpratpro is heading off as well. It looks like Jamie Rainford will be the man replacing him. So the two ex-pros making their way off. Akpratpro has certainly made his impact. 2 goals today. No hat-trick though for him. That's Hernandez. 40 turn man well, but he's committed a foul in the process. Will be a free kick. Back now in defence for Wythenshawe, who have looked like the team to score next. Steels have just looked incredibly poor today, to be honest. It's been probably one of the worst performances of the season. I mean, up to today, and I would doubt it would change today, the Steels have had a lead in every single game this season. But now it's Akenbakwa who's put it into the middle. Rainford looking to get onto it, but Townsend's read it and caught the ball as it bounces. 66 minutes gone, 2-0 to Wythenshawe. 24 minutes for Steels to score twice to force this 2 penalties. And if this was somehow to get back to 2-2, it is straight to penalties. As Turner just missed a tackle, but Deakin's gone in and won the ball back. Ball going forward and being won well by Merrill, and in defence of Morris has been forced back, and Hardwick will commit the foul. And it will be Wythenshawe's for it. Garth were 3-0 down, but they've got it back to 3-2. Charlie Marshall, the scorer, and Jack Crook has made it 3-0 to Liversedge against Brighouse. So, I wouldn't be shocked to stop me another substitutions. There is a substitution, not one you might have expected, because it's Phillipson going off and Paul Iggulden, another centre-back, coming on. He just extended his loan earlier today from Hull City, and he makes his 3rd appearance. So maybe not what you'd have expected with the Steels 2-0 down, but perhaps with them struggling in defence as well. Ian Richards is trying to shore that defence up before he asks the team to go further forward. Yeah. Alex Phillipson's gone off for Paul Iggulden. Yeah. Iggulden heads it away into the middle, but Merrill's picked it up. Over now to Liptrot. Sends it forward, but blocked by Hernandez, but no one seems to be aware of it, and it was easy enough for him to clear, and then Turner gets a good touch, goes to Silver, forward to Hardwick, back to Silver, and then back to Charlesworth. Takes the touch and looking for an option. Gets it through to Silver, and he's trying to get beyond his man. He's got 2 men round him, and Liptrot will come away with it. Good work by him as he gets it to Sheridan. And then back it goes to Morris now. No risks needed by this Wythenshawe team, with them being 2-0 as Iggulden heads on into the air, and now going for, turns to fight for it, but he loses out. But the ball forward only goes back to Charlesworth. Makes the touch and back with Townsend it goes. Ball forward. Kidsgrove have got one back against Belper. Matt Reed, the scorer. Silver just on the ball now. Look at turn. He gets rugby tackle to the floor is probably the fairest way. Good old body check. Quick taken to Turner. Now finds Hernandez. Can Hernandez get up to some pace here? He's going to lay the pass off, looking for it's a poor pass, and it just feels like the Steels players are taking every wrong decision they could take. And now there's going to be a counter-attack as Sheridan's got it just on the halfway line. Quick throw out has found him. Into the middle to Heppel. Forced backwards. Back to Merrill. In defence now as Jean puts it into the middle to Knock. Continues forward, now gets it over to the right side to Abankwa. Got a few options. He's going to go on that outside, beats Haslam for pace, goes to the touchline, puts it in the middle, and hits the side netting. Again, still look more deadly the home side as Deakin puts it in the middle to Hardwick, takes the touch out to Charlesworth, taking a touch and continue forward, finds Hernandez, who will look to get beyond his man, and he's committed the foul there, which I don't think that was one. Hernandez tried to beat him, and then Liptrot went down and the foul was given. And it will be a free kick. 20 minutes to go in this game. 20 minutes, 2 goals needed. Back for Hall to take. Sending it long. Head away by Eagledon. And Hernandez is fighting for it. He lets it all go to Hardwick. Back to Charles, but he's under immediate pressure and he can only send that out to play. And it's going to be a throw-in. Much deeper than it actually was. It did go out, which I suppose is okay. As it's now back with Gian, and he'll return it to Hall. I imagine we'll see Butterworth or Rejlak very soon in this game. As Owens onto it. Puts it out now to Tinker, who tries to get out of Banquo, and it comes off a Banquo last. It will be a throw-in to the away side. And Tinker throws it into the middle to Turner, knocks it over the top. Hernandez tried to get a foot onto it, can't do so. And Gian will send it back to Hall. Takes his time with it and then sends it long. Tinker will step forward and head it away, and Haslam will head it on, but Hardwick's in an offside position. He can't do anything with it, even if he wanted to. So Hall sends it away. Owen will just head that back, and the Banquo collects it. Knocks forward, not forward into the number 15, Thompson Edwards, but then pass forward is into Owen, who carries it away, left footed forward. He's looking for the ball forward, and Hardwick's going to look to see what he can do. Holds off his man, holds the ball up, gives it back to Deakin, who puts it in the middle to Haslam, who then his pass forward blocked it. It's going to be a handball from Sheridan, and it will be a free kick, and that probably wasn't one, but we'll take it. It's taken quickly. Deakin lofts the ball into the middle. Haslam can't rise high enough there. Charles, if you're going to look to see if he can rescue that, Gian's Liptrot, I mean, trying to just force it out. Charles has got a thing onto it, but it goes out for a goal kick. No idea why we went for the quick one when none of these quick free kicks have worked in this game. It does just feel like every decision taken for the Steels is the wrong decision. Sheffield Wednesday, who are leading 1-0, are down to 10 men. Deshaun Bernard has been sent off for a professional foul handball, so I suspect that's going to be a penalty, and perhaps the 1-1 from Luton Town very shortly. If not, it's a phrase we actually. If not, he's going to be the perfect word we can't actually say on here, but it's house, and it has a word in front of it. And Hall, with an uncharacteristically poor goal kick, sends it right out for a throw-in. Charles will send it quickly, and Liptrot misses his touch. Hernandez looking to get the beating of Gian, but Gian forces him away. Hernandez trying to harass it, gets a foot in, goes foot to Deakin, who sends it out to the right to Turner, back to Charlesworth. Charlesworth will look to switch play to Tinker, gets it caught under his feet a bit, looks to find Haslam on the left, blocked, and it will be a Stocksbridge throw. North Ferriby have equalised against Dunstan, Mason Johnson the scorer. And Bradford Park Avenue in the trophy have equalised against Ossett United, Dan Francis the scorer. It's actually Wythenshawe's throw. Banker launches that ball down. Good header away by Owen. Haslam will look to keep him, but it's going to bounce. That'll be another Wythenshawe throw-in. Throw-in launch downfield. Falls well to Owen, who takes a touch and will send it back to Charlesworth. Seals are trying to open up what is a very tight pitch, and that has really benefited Wythenshawe today. Nice little touch from Hernandez to Turner. Turner carry on forward. Turner takes a shot. It's right at the keeper though. Perhaps not his favoured foot, the left foot, but and it was right at the keeper, looking for the stunner to get the Steels back into it. And Luton Town have equalised against Sheffield Wednesday. Carlton Morris to suffer. Hatters. Ball going forward. Headed away, and Silver trying to hold it up. He's doing a more central role. Burst of pace, gets through 2 men. Lays pass forward for Hernandez, and the offside flag is up. And Charles continues to be frustrated with the referee. So it's back now, in defence now, for Morris to take. Morris, right footed, sending it forward. Eagledon will head it away, but it's still, and it's on the edge of the area now. Lofted onto the right hand side. It was Thompson Edwards getting it to right, looking for his other sub, Rainford, but couldn't find him. It has been cleared away, and it will be a throw-in for the home team. Wythenshawe taking it. Oliver Regelak will be Stocksbridge's final stop the next time we have a break in play. All the way back to Hall, who takes his touch, sends it forward, and then it's going to go up to Tinker, and back went out. It will be a Steele's throw. And we are going to get a substitute. So Jack Tinker is going to head off. Regelak will come on, and this will be Ian Richards' final gambit to try and get something out of this game, to try and see if we can force some drama. Tinker's gone off and Regelak's coming on. Yeah, Regelak, yeah. Launch throw downfield. Haslam gets on, but Hernandez goes down, nothing given, and Haddock fighting for it, bones middle and cleared away. Back to Owen, and then Owen charged down the clearance, and it ball smashed off our secretary Dave Towler in the opposite stand. He had to be quick on it. He was, in fairness. I think he blocked it with his hand. Good reflexes from Dave. A Banquet launch it downfield and comes off the back of Deakin, and then Deakin keeps it in and sends it away. Looking for Haslam. Haslam managed to get the bounce over his player, but he's been forced backward. A foot goes in and then cleared away. Goes all the way to Heppel. Awkward bounce off his chest in the end, but kept hold of it. Gives it over to Sheridan on the left. Sheridan coming forward. Lays it off for the forward to Edwards. Trying to get it back. Trying to get it Sheridan. He comes off Silver though. It will be sorry. North Ferriby are now 2-1 up on Dunstan. Mason Johnson has scored again, and Grimsby are 2-1 up on Bishop Auckland. Scott Fenwick to score, and Newton Aycliffe 3-0 up on Emily. Jake Pettigene has confirmed what will be a win for them surely. And Aston Villa are 1-1 against Wolves. Ollie Watkins has scored, and Steffi Mavidi has equalised for Leicester City against Everton. As Deakin continues forward, big march from forward, great tackle from Liptrot, fantastic tackle from him. Thompson Edwards gets it onto the right hand side. Deakin trying to get back in on him, and then it's still with Wythenshawe. Goes into the middle, and Abankwa evades pressure out to the right, and they continue forward, passing the middle. Then Owen intercepts and lays it off for Turner. Then he's going to be intercepted, and just Curtis Turner just gives up on that in a way, and it's going to be not continuing forward yet. Back to Sheridan. Over to Merrill, a loose pass, and he keeps hold of it though. And then a poor one from Heppel, but there'll be the push on Charles is given as a free kick. And just wait for this free kick to be taken. Sheridan standing over it. Will be one into the box. 10 minutes to go in this game. 10 minutes for the Seals to try and form a miracle. And we'll see another sub coming on for Wythenshawe. Here comes the ball in, headed away by Owen. Regelak tries to hold it up, gets it back to Deakin, who clears it away. Haslam tried to drop Deakin, but head away, but only goes back to Regelak, who will push forward. laying it off, looking for Hernandez, who will look to turn past a banker, but he gets the tackling. Will be a throw-in to Stocksbridge. Owen holding on the ball at the moment, and it will be a substitution. As looks like there'll be 2 substitutions. Heppel, one of them, well, is going over. Could be one of the men off, and he is one of the men off. We'll say in the sunlight the green is not very apparent. But what one of the men on is George Catter. He replaces Nicholas Heppel. So if you're on the attack here, Hardwick back to Owen. He's putting a ball in. It's a good looking ball. Haslam just over his head. Head away. Silver's going to be the first one onto this. Back to Turner. Moves into the middle. Left footed ball and then blocked, and it'll be cleared away by Sheridan. Over left to Rainford. Takes the touch. Really back into defence, and forward it goes. And then headed away. And then forward from Gredslap, but then head away from him. We'll go back to Hall. So Hall taking his time with it, as you would expect at this point. Ball being launched forward and held up by Metz, who's also come on. Charles goes in with a tackle, and he's going to and Matthew Liptrop looks for the free kick. So back Sheridan, who will look to get it over to Metz on this left-hand side. Looks to get past Charlesworth, but Charlesworth doesn't ball out. But then Metz wins it back. Over now to Thompson Edwards. And back now into Sheridan. Into that Thompson Edwards. Controls his way out of trouble, and over to Liptrot on the left. Back it goes. All the way to Jan. He's going to chip it over towards the left-hand side. Not to block it, and then he's going to knock it over the top of the trot before it goes out for a goal kick. 7 minutes to go, plus whatever out of time we get. Luke Knock was the other person to go off. So that's knock off for Metz. And Heppel off for Catter. As it's Thompson Edwards on the ball. Gets it to Catter, who can't get past Owen. Tackle well, and then Turner will look to carry it away. Turner sends a ball over the top. Hardwick chasing it, but Abankwa's got it beaten him for pace, and it is just going to go out for a throw-in. Ian Richards is shouting orders at Tom Charlesworth. As Bankwa's just got suddenly down the pitch, I think after with Alex Hardwick. Not sure what's happened there, I have missed that. Alex Hardwick's been pulled over, and Curtis Turner been pulled over as well. Has Alex Hardwick done something daft with the frustration of this game? We missed it, I think the crowd missed it, or else I think there'd be a bit of a furore if there was anything particularly bad. Ash Butterworth is going to come on shortly. I always forget you get 4 subs now. Or 5 subs. Well, nothing. The referee's not dishing any cards out, so but we will continue. Butterworth not on yet as this ball launched downfield. Owen heads away and then booted up in the air by Sheridan. Turner fighting for this ball, but he's going to pull Thompson Edwards, and a free kick will be given for that. Burton Albion have equalised against Barnsley. Watt the scoring there, and Tottenham are 3-1 up on Brentford. Maddison scoring. And Garforth, after being 3-0 down, are now 3-3. Dan Coupland the scorer. They've took a full advantage of that man advantage they've got. Ball looped in and then over the top of Metz. Charlesworth will be first onto it, clears it away, but only going to fall back to Liptrot. Ball goes into the middle, Turner reads it well, goes forward to Hardwick, got space to turn, switches it over to the right to Rejlak. Rejlak takes the touch, into the middle to Silva. Silva will find Deakin. Deakin moving into space, lays it back to Silva. Silva will take a shot, it's a weak one. Hernandez was begging for the ball on the left hand side. Okay, Dons were 1 up on Doncaster, but Doncaster have equalised. Anderson score. I think it's Kishi Anderson. Ball going forward as the minutes tick away here. Turner nets this touch. Over to Hernandez now on that left hand side. Trying to get beyond to Deakin. Gets it forward and it's going to fall favourably. Goes to Rejlak on the edge of the box. He's going to get tripped and nothing given for that. There's been a lot of complaints from the Steels players from this referee, and they are going to continue afterwards, I'm sure. As the ball goes back to Townsend, sends it away. Going to try. Haslam's going to get the bounce, and he tries to challenge it again, but then cleared away. But Eagledon gets it down to Owen. Owen knocks it long. Look at that run of Hernandez. Hernandez trying to get to it, but Hall gets it on the edge of his area. Luton Town now 2-1 up on Sheffield Wednesday. Carlton Morris has scored again. They also take advantage of facing 10 men. Sam Leverett has scored from the spot for Bridlington, but looks like they still be a loss. 2-1 down there. As TC heads that one away, and then just going to go back for Gian, who's going to allow it to go back to the keeper. 87 minutes gone, just 3 to go, plus whatever added time we get. Big clearance from Hall down the field. Owen, I think Waller did handball it, got away with it though. As a banker goes up for the header with Haslam. Haslam fighting for it, but it goes out, and then a free kick given there, which don't know what that was for, but it was given. Wythenshawe have a free kick. As it's out now to the right hand side to Kata. Trying to get down the right hand side. Forced back to Sheridan and puts it into the middle. Shot from Thompson Edwards is blocked. Going to fall fairly. Sheridan trying to get to it. Sheridan tries to get it out to the left hand side, but Charles intercepts. Some good footwork from him, and then out it goes. Looking for Hernandez. Hernandez does really well to keep it in. He's facing it with a Banquet. Trying to get past him, trying to roll past him now. Holding him off. Lays it back in the middle to Turner. Taking the touch, tries the ball in the middle, goes to Rejlak on the left hand side, well saved. Back to Hernandez who puts the cross in. Haslam gets the header and it's in, and we have a grandstand finish coming up here at Eric Stan Park. Haslam has got the Steels back into this somehow. And Ashley Butterworth is going to come on. Silva coming off, Haslam. So the Steels will have scored in every game now still this season, and they have a few minutes to force a penalty shootout. It would be out to nothing, but what a way to do it would be. So that's Silva off, and Butterworth has come on as well. And the free kick, it is eventually taken. There were complaints that the Steels players were in the half, and they're trying to send it out to Qatar. Owen heads it away, goes out for a throw-in. We're just waiting to see how much added time there's going to be. And it is Wythenshawe understandably taking the time with the throw before Banquet sends it downfield looking for that corner, but it's headed away to Butterworth, back to Deakin who sends it away. Banquet's going to be the one to head it right back down there, and then it's going to Qatar tries to get it, it's knocked out for a Steels throw-in. Could this be on? Ball down to Hardwick, who just can't get control of it, and then will be returned to Hall, who takes a touch and then cleared out. All the way to Owen, who heads it away. Hardwick tried to get it, but headed again away. Owen heads it forward to Butterworth, who tries to get it under control, loses out on that tackle, goes out. Stocksbridge throwing. Waiting to see the board give the time. 4 minutes. So we have 4 minutes of added time. Owen throws into Butterworth. Back to Owen, who's going to go forward with it. Goes down and gets shoved over. Free kick. That is a very poor one to get away with. Steele's having some big targets to aim at. Steele's only keeping Charlesworth back. Ben Townsend, who would love to go up for the corner, is going to stay back for now. That's Turner over it. Here he goes, Turner. Right-footed ball. Looks at that far post, and the keeper drops it, but then claims it at the second attempt. There was an offside flag up as well. And he's going to stay down, Hall. And if he's learnt from the other goalkeeper we have on the bench, Harry Garman, that may not actually being given as a free kick, I think. So Hall will eventually get the ball back and we'll run away. Walsall would have equalised last minute at Cleethorpes Town, as Charles heads it away and it's going to just go into the stand here. Butterworth will want the throw in, but it will be Wythenshawe's. To say, come on, my card's waited to buy around. Throwing goes down, but and headed on for Wythenshawe, who we're going to look to just in the corner. But it will be a free kick to Wythenshawe. We would tell you what it's for, but we don't know. So we just wait for this free kick to be taken, which I imagine will be one to go down to that corner flag. Rainford's on it with Thompson Edwards ready to receive it in that corner, and he will take it to the corner. Charles are fighting for it, and it will get the tackle in, but it will be Stocksbridge's throw. Charlesworth launch it down, look for Reglack, touches to keep it in, back to Butterworth, gets it under control, gets a little shunt, and it's passed forward, doesn't make it to Turner, who volleys it to switch it, but Abankwa reads it and just sends it away. He launches it, but straight at Townsend. It was on target. It is classed as a shot on target. Now Townsend will get it away. 2.5 minutes gone of added time. Ball going to Hardwick. Man leads over the top rim, not given, and it's going to be headed away, and then Eagledon heads it back, goes to Merrill, who volleys that away. Goes to Qatar, who heads it back, and it's going to Rainford's rolling onto it, but it's going to be Townsend to it first. A minute of added time left. Charlesworth takes the touch, sends it forward, looking for Reglack. Takes it down with Reglack. Heads it beyond his man to Haslam, who tried to get beyond, but it's been intercepted and then cleared out, but only to Turner, who takes the touch. Into space, he moves into the middle, moving left. Then finds Hernandez. Going to get out, a battle with Abankwa. Abankwa manages to knock it away while on the ground, but Hernandez gets it back to Butterworth. Butterworth spreads it out to Reglack on the right wing. Back to Charlesworth, who clips the ball into the box. Diving header, just wide, and then snapped into the far post! I'm trying to see who's got it, but it's Elliot Owen in the last minute. He's going to force the penalty shootout here at Erikstan Park. It's out of nothing. The ball goes in. There's a little deflection from a defender, and Owen has nipped in at the far post. And there's going to be surely a penalty shootout here to decide who's in the third qualifying round. This game has been fairly dull for a lot of it, but suddenly the Seals have sparked into some life, and they have the equaliser. I believe that was Elliot Owen. It's the one who wheeled away with it. It could have been 3 or 4-0 at one point. The Wythenshawe were queuing up to score goals, but the Steels have managed to punish him. And here it comes, and Wythenshawe have it back. They will be looking to restore their lead very, very quickly. Don't know how much left. We are past that 4 minutes, but understandably there's a bit of extra time on that as Sheridan puts the ball forward, and Barajla gets tackle in. It's still up there, not going to Qatar, and then Owen clears it away. Butterworth gets a foot forward and he knocks it forward, but then won back by Merrill, out to Liptrock. Could there be a sucker punch for the Steels? Ball goes in, Owen heads it away, goes to Haslam, who can't get it under control, and Qatar's won the ball back, goes back to Merrill now. He looks to switch it over to Josh Edwards. Here we go. The penalty shootout awaits. The Steels will have a shootout. No, it is not usually a good thing, a penalty shootout for the Steels. They've lost their last, well, 3, I believe is the terms. I didn't do my penalty shootout research. We'll soon see where it's taken. So Stocksbridge is. So we will have a penalty shootout here. We haven't even come up with a way on the graphic to show you how to do one. That's how we expected this. But it's interesting that the mentality going into this, because for the Steels, they'll think we didn't deserve this. We were 2-0 down, and in the last 5 minutes of the game, we've gone back and nicked it. We've got the momentum. Wythenshawe think we should have had this. Is that going to weigh on Wythenshawe's mind compared to Stocksbridge's minds? But obviously the Steel's record has been really poor. The last penalty shootout was against Penistone Church in the semi-final of the Sheffield Senior Cup, and there was 4 missed penalties from the Steels as it went to sudden death. But very few of those players are still here. So it's going to be a big, big shootout. For the 3rd qualifying round of the FA Trophy. And this is me now being silent, trying to look through Wythenshawe results to find out the last time they were in a shootout. Right now, Wythenshawe are ready to go take their penalties. They're all standing on the halfway line, while Stocksbridge are still having their team talk. Is this a tactic to try and build nerves, or is it just, are they actually genuinely just still talking and deciding who will be the people to step up? Still having the team talk, Stocksbridge. Still, Ian Richards writes down the notes, I think, of who he wants. Whereas Wythenshawe are ready to go. And heck, the first man is already heading up. Jamie Rainford, one of the substitutes. But going to be taken. So all the penalties are going to be taken over to our right-hand side here, which means we are going to see a sort of exodus of fans moving over, because all the fans are over at the clubhouse to our left, apart from a few Steels fans who are over on the right, and now everyone's started to move over to that side. So Jamie Rainford has been made to wait, and I would say typically this is a bad thing, but Wythenshawe have got the first penalty, which is typically a good thing. So we have the shootout. Jamie Rainford will be the first. Ben Townsend is heading towards the goal. Someone who prides himself on his research of penalty taking, something him and Pete Goldshaw work on together. So Jamie Rainford will take his spot here. Here you go, Rainford, run towards goal. Townsend makes the save! It remains 0-0 in the shootout. We're going to reset it, by the way, the scoreline. So the current scoreline that you see is going to be the penalty scoreline. Ash Butterworth will be the first person to take a penalty for the Steels, which unfortunately I'm going to have to say, to embarrass him a bit, he has missed one penalty in training with me as the goalkeeper, which makes me slightly worried.
Come on, Steels, let's have a win.
Ash Butterworth will be the first man. If he scores, I'm going to claim it was my help. Butterworth steps up. Here comes Butterworth taking the penalty. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Butterworth gives Stocksbridge the advantage after the first set of penalties. Sheridan is up next for Wythenshawe. Sam Sheridan. He's been brilliant from set pieces for Wythenshawe today. Townsend steps up. I think some of the Wythenshawe fans are saying that this is going over, I've overheard. Let's see what happens now. Sam Sheridan puts the ball on the spot. Here comes Sheridan, makes the run up. Townsend makes it as big as possible, and he sends Townsend the wrong way. It's 1-1 on penalties. Alex Hardwick, Stocksbridge's usual penalty taker, steps up, but he did miss his last penalty against Sheffield FC. Miles Wright making the save on that occasion, as Hardwick makes the longest walk in football. Back with Hardwick. Takes his steps back, he's on the edge of the area, and the whistle goes. Hardwick, few jiggles on the ball, takes a shot, it's saved! Hardwick has his penalty saved, and it is a chance for it to all be level now. Well, it is all level now, sorry, I've got it mixed up. So it's all level after two, one penalty apiece. Daniel Thompson-Edwards to take the next spot kick. It was low. I'm surprised he just didn't hit it. But stronger than that. It's a disappointing one from Hardwick, much like the one he missed against Sheffield. Daniel Thompson-Edwards to take the penalty. Go. Runs up, takes it, and he sends Townsend the wrong way. And Wythenshawe, for the first time in the shootout, are ahead. Danny Deakin to step up now. He is a Steel's set-piece specialist. To keep us level in this shootout. Deakin, it'll be a left-footed penalty, the first left-footed one of the day. He's not happy, Deakin. He's going to have a re-go on the spot. Deakin. He's going to get jeered by the home fans behind that goal. This is the advantage of it having been at home. Deakin rolls up, and it's a good penalty over the top of a diving Hall. It is 2-2. 3 penalties each. Luke Merrill steps up. Defensive midfielder. Feels like everything's come through it today. Townsend stands sort of in the middle of his goal. Just making sure he's got it on that spot perfectly, Merrill. Make it. He's gonna run. Here comes the run up from Merrill. Takes it over the bar. 4th penalty missed. The netting saves it from going into Aldi. And Jack Aslam, who took a penalty in pre-season for the Steels against Wombwell, did score that one. He knows pressure. He's done it from 10 metres on a diving board. Now he's got to do it from 18 yards. I'm proud of that line. Haslam on the edge of the area to take it. Sends it down the middle, and the Steels have the advantage into the 5th penalty. If Townsend saves this, if this one's missed, with Kirel Metz coming up, Kios Metz, I apologise, coming up, the Steels are through to the 3rd qualifying round. A huge moment, Kios Metz with the pressure on his shoulders. Probably the person you'd least like to be at the moment. Kios Metz stands on the edge of the area, takes it, and Townsend makes the save! The Steels are in the next round of the trophy! It's out of nothing! Wait a minute! What's happening here?
Linesman.
The linesman is adjudging for a retake. I can't believe it. The referees have been criticised so much in this game by the Steels players, and they're going to go for the retake now. They must have thought Townsend was off his line. This is madness here. We are still not over. Kios Metz missed his original penalty. It was saved by Townsend, but we're going to see what's happening here. We're going to have further discussions, and Metz has put it back on the spot. Butterworth and Turner and Deacon are over there. They're going to have to return to the halfway line. Townsend is pleading his case, but I've not been particularly happy with some of the decisions by the referee, and that one's going to be the big one. Metz has another chance. Will Metz do this time? Will he change? Will he go the same way? What will Townsend do? Will he stay the same way? Metz with the run-up. Takes it, and he scores this time. Sends it, Townsend, the wrong way. Who is the man who is going to try and send the Steels through? Townsend and Hall having a bit of a discussion. Townsend, I think, is going to be the one to take the penalty. He's scored in 2 penalty shootouts before. Penistone Church and Stockton Town scored both, and the pressure is on him to win it for the Steels after he thought he had won it with the save just moments ago. Townsend taking it, and he scores this time! The Steels are through to the next round of the trophy, and that is a confirmation. Townsend thought he had done it last time. He's definitely done it this time. It's a cool calm in the bottom corner. The Steels went 2-0 down in the 89th minute. We thought for sure they were out, but 2 goals in 5 minutes and then a penalty shootout win. The Steels are going to the 3rd qualifying round in an absolute miracle of a comeback for them. What a result for the Steels. We thought they were dead and buried. It could have been 3 or 4 at one point, but instead, you know, he's not actually wrong, the guy there saying it could have been 6 or 7. But the Steels will go to the 3rd qualifying round. Thank you very much to Wythenshawe Town for their hospitality today. It has been fantastic, and good luck to the rest of the season. I have been your commentator, Adam Allcroft, with the Steels after winning, what was the thing? 4-3 on penalties after a 2-2 draw. Thank you very much, and good night.